Welcome back to the VST channel. This is the Vivo X100 Ultra. Take a look at this. This is a place that I'm gonna zoom for you guys. Alright, keep looking. Alright. So I'm gonna go there, and up from there I'm going to test the zoom camera and show you what this phone can do with zoom compared to the iPhone 15 Pro Max and the S24 Ultra. So right now I'm standing here. In 1 hour I'm gonna be there, and let our video begin. Well, I'm here guys, as I promised you. You can see I was there some minutes ago, and now I'm here. In this video you're going to see the Vivo X100 Ultra versus the Galaxy S24 Ultra versus the iPhone 15 Pro Max. There's going to be a video comparison, testing the front camera and the back camera. Also, of course, testing the zoom capabilities, because the Vivo X100 Ultra is a very nice contender to be the zoom king of 2024. And of course, at the end there's going to be also a photo comparison, guys. Stay tuned, sub for the channel, and let's start the testing. So 4K 60 FPS on the front camera. You can find the iPhone 15 Pro Max on the left, the S24 Ultra on the right, and in the middle I have the Vivo X100 Ultra. Video stabilization testing of the front camera. Okay, giving you a spin, another try. Now pay attention, I'm gonna go outside to a illuminated area and see how the phones are gonna handle this. Alright, and now guys, I'm gonna turn back and show you the 4K 60. 4K 60 FPS, and I'm giving you this slow shot for you to be able to enjoy the very beautiful scenery. So guys, I was down there a few moments ago, but now I'm here. I'm gonna choose 2x on the iPhone, 2x also on the Vivo, and 2x on the Samsung. Alright, and I'm gonna keep the pan so that you're able to see what happens. Okay, enjoy this. Now I'm gonna go 5x on the iPhone. That's the next thing I have here. I'm gonna go 3.7 optical on the iPhone, 3.7 optical on the Vivo, and also 5x optical on the S24 Ultra. So enjoy the scenery. Alright, and now guys, I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna engage again with 10x on the iPhone, 10x also on the Vivo, and 10x on the S24 Ultra. I hope you enjoy what you see, and please let me know in the comments which phone do you think is handling the scenes better. So I'm gonna go now guys and choose 15. This is the maximum I can get on the iPhone, and 20 on the Vivo, guys, and I can do 20 also on the S24 Ultra. So focus here on that building. Alright, Samsung, 20x on the Vivo, and 15x on the iPhone 15 Pro Max. This is really the maximum zoom that I can get in a video. Alright, one more time, check the building here, S24 Ultra, on 20x also on the Vivo, and 15x on the iPhone. Now I'm gonna test the zoom lens cycle transition on the iPhone from 15x to 0.5, which is the ultra wide, on the Vivo from 20x to 0.6, which is the ultra wide, and the same on the S24 Ultra from 20x to 0.6. Alright, and now I'm gonna do from the ultra wide to the main camera. This is the iPhone. Okay, very nice, very smooth. 0.6 to the main lens also on the Vivo. Okay, this is what I'm able to achieve. And now 0.61 also on the S24 Ultra. Okay, so now I'm gonna do from the ultra wide to 5x on the iPhone. You can see this is really buttery smooth. Now I'm gonna do 0.6 to 2.7 on the Vivo. A bit more harsh, right? It's very quick, but also not so smooth. Okay, 3.7, 0.6. And now I'm gonna do S24 Ultra 0.6 to 5x. Okay, 5x, 0.6, 5x, 0.6, and now back to 1, and 1 here. And guys, now I also want to test the video stabilization. So let me start running. Alright, check the tiles, guys. Okay, I think this is a very good indicator for how well the video is stabilized or not. One more time. Okay, and now guys, I'm gonna go to the ultra wide, and let me know what you think. This is the ultra wide footage. Alright, also doing a short run for you in a short spin. Okay, and now guys, please pause the video and let me know down below in the comments which phone has nailed the video. Is this the Vivo X100 Ultra, the S24 Ultra, or the iPhone 15 Pro Max? Now it's time to test the night video, and we're starting with 4K 60 FPS on the back camera. Pay attention to the detail. I'm gonna start a slow run to test the stabilization. Alright, let me know what you think down below in the comments. Is this stable enough? I'm entering now a zone without any lights, so I'm literally not able to see anything. 4K 60 FPS. This is the sky, guys. I made it out of the dark zone into a more illuminated area. It is just astonishing what the iPhone 15 Pro Max can do with night video, and I've seen this also in some of my other tests versus the Xiaomi 14 Ultra and the S24 Ultra again. By the way, it's totally artificial. This is really not how my eyes see it. It's more like what I see on the Vivo. And let me just start zooming in. I'm gonna do the 5x on the iPhone. Alright, and then the 3.7 on the Vivo. Alright. Okay, now I know it's hard. Let me just do also the 3x on the S24 Ultra. Okay, this is 10x on all phones. You can pretty much see it's barely viewable on the Android phones. Okay, the iPhone again is doing this miracle. Now guys, I'm gonna go to the ultra wide. It's interesting to see also which of those phones is taking the most light with the ultra wide, and I'm gonna give you also a spin. Okay, 360. I've entered now a more illuminated area, so let me start running. Okay, and another run. Let me know, guys, what you think down below. Pay attention to the sign above. Right, this is a very difficult and tricky shot. Yeah. Who is overexposing and who is underexposing? You let me know down below in the comments. And now again, back camera, 4K 60 FPS. Okay, let me do a slow run. Take a look at the tiles, guys. Check this sign. Okay, the S24 underexposing, the iPhone 15 Pro Max overexposing, and I have a feeling that the Vivo is somewhere in the between. It's 5x optical on both the S24 Ultra and the iPhone, and it's 3.7 on the Vivo. By the way, quite stabilized. And now I'm back to 1x. I'm gonna go also to test the ultra wide, ultra wide, ultra wide, and ultra wide on all the phones. Let's also test the ultra wide video stabilization. All right. Okay. Do a slow pan for you guys. All right, let's check the lens flare. Very nice. And now, guys, we're gonna be also doing the zoom lens cycle test. So ultra wide to 5 on the iPhone. Very nice. Ultra wide to ultra wide 5. Back to ultra wide. So now ultra wide to 3.7 on the Oppo. All right, a bit rocky, I would say. Ultra wide, 2.7 ultra wide. Now ultra wide and 5 on the Galaxy. Smoother than the Vivo X100 Ultra. All right, and now, guys, let's do from 3.7 to 10. All right, and from 5 on the iPhone, I'm gonna go again to 10, 15. So this is pretty much it, the whole range on the iPhone. And let me just try to do the whole range on the Vivo. Okay, and let me just also try to do the whole range on the S24 Ultra. Now I'm back with the front camera, and it's time to check the photos. So there's gonna be a lot of interesting photos, zoom photos, portrait photos, cat photos, people photos, nature photos, city photos, guys, and I hope that you are enjoying this review so far. And if you are indeed enjoying it, then please sub for the channel, and let's start with the photos. Let's start with some shots inside. All phones produce a realistic picture, although the Vivo X100 Ultra tends to be on the darker side here. The more darker exposure repeats here with the cat scenario. Now let's start with the portraits. In general, portraits is really where the Vivo X100 shines. As we're getting closer and closer to our object, we can notice that the Vivo X100 Ultra is able to produce a very realistic bokeh. All phones have a nice exposure of the face, but I think that the Vivo nails it down. The Vivo also has an 85mm high-res portrait shot that takes some seconds to expose, but the results are really stunning. So more portrait shots with a nice fountain on the background, and here we can notice that the Vivo X100 Ultra is a bit warmer with the white balance compared to the Galaxy S24 Ultra and the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Again, the bokeh produced by the Vivo X100 Ultra is absolutely insane, and this only works because the cutouts are also perfect, and this can be seen in this photo. Pay attention what the S24 Ultra is doing here, not a good job. The iPhone 15 Pro Max struggles to get a nice and very crisp exposure of the face, and the Vivo X100 Ultra really nails it down. And again, I'm showing you the 85mm high-res resolution portrait. The results are just stunning. So more portrait shots with green scenery in the background, and here again we notice how good the Vivo X100 Ultra bokeh is. iPhone 15 Pro Max portrait is also very nice, the bokeh is less, and the S24 Ultra applies the less bokeh in this scenario. All three phones produce a very good result with portrait photos, with the Vivo X100 Ultra just getting that crazy level of bokeh that you can try to adjust on the other phones, but here it comes every time just out of the stock photos. And again, this 85mm portrait shot with insane level of details. Now it's time to check the macro photography. What is interesting is that the Vivo X100 Ultra has a super telemacro photo mode that utilizes the ultra-wide, and I don't like it. In fact, the best results I have achieved is, well, using the 10x camera. This shot is shot with the 10x camera, and this is why the iPhone result looks like this. In general, the S24 Ultra nailed it down here, but the Vivo X100 Ultra really produces the best image for my taste. Another close-up macro example with that insane amount of bokeh that the Vivo gets. And now it's time to check some general daylight scenario with HDR included. Now we can see here that the shot from the S24 Ultra is really very vibrant, the Vivo X100 Ultra a bit more balanced, and the iPhone 15 Pro Max somewhere in between. In this scenario, the iPhone 15 Pro Max image is underexposed. The S24 Ultra is getting there, but the Vivo X100 Ultra really nailed it down. It has a lot of dynamic range, a lot of details. The highlights and the shadows are perfect, and it's just an amazing shot. Another tricky shot with some sunlights and clouds and sky. Again, the iPhone 15 Pro Max just tends to underexpose. The S24 Ultra nailed it down here. The Vivo X100 Ultra has this yellowish tint, which is not so great, but I really hope that this can be fixed. And also, of course, you can shoot with RAW and adjust the level of the white balance. And again, in this shot, the iPhone 15 Pro Max seems to be a little underexposed. The S24 Ultra did a great job. The Vivo X100 Ultra has again this yellowish tint. Another great shot from all three phones. And now some more challenging scenario. I'm really happy with what I'm getting here from all of these three phones. Check these out. The Galaxy S24 Ultra underexposed a bit, so the shadows are very dark. The iPhone 15 Pro Max exposed it a bit more, so the image in the center is actually, a bit too visible, and what we have from the Vivo X100 Ultra is really very well balanced. You can check all the highlights and the shadows, and I like how it came out. The same situation repeats here again. The center of the iPhone 15 Pro Max image is a bit more overexposed. The S24 Ultra tried to tone it down, but then you cannot see the ceiling quite well, and the Vivo X100 Ultra is really producing a more balanced output. This shot is very equalized again, with the Vivo X100 Ultra having this yellowish tint. Alright, now let's talk about zoom, because remember, 200 megapixel in the zoom camera. This is a shot using the maximum 25x magnification on the iPhone, and we have 60x on the Vivo X100 Ultra and 60x also on the Galaxy S24 Ultra shot. The Vivo, of course, has more detail. It really delivers a better zoom shot, so the Galaxy S24 Ultra loses here. The iPhone 15 Pro Max uses the 5x optical zoom here. The Vivo X100 Ultra uses the 3.7 optical and the Galaxy S24 Ultra uses 5x optical here. Now, this is a 10x zoom photo and I believe that all phones are doing okay. Let's start straight with a 10x shot. Surprisingly enough, the iPhone 15 Pro Max delivered the best result here, and this here is 20x magnification on all three phones. The Vivo and the S24 Ultra retain more detail than the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Let's start here from 1x. The Vivo X100 Ultra again has a very different treat on the white balance. This is the 3x shot, so using 3.7x optical on the Vivo X100 Ultra again with this very well pronounced bokeh, a lot of details still on the Vivo picture. Let's start with a 2x crop, again a yellowish tint on the Vivo X100 Ultra here. 10x shot from all three phones with acceptable results. And this is the 20x shot. You can see it's getting already softer on the S24 Ultra, also a bit blurry on the iPhone 15 Pro Max, but 20x on the Vivo X100 Ultra is really very good. Let's start with a 3x shot here, again 3.7 optical on the Vivo, and you can see here the Vivo is not doing a good job with the sky, just looks overexposed. The S24 Ultra and the iPhone 15 Pro Max are better here. And this is the 20x shot. Just look at the window. So much details still on the Vivo shot. The iPhone 15 Pro Max looks a bit more artificial. The Galaxy S24 Ultra isn't that bad at all, but it is not so sharp compared to the shot from the Vivo. Let's start again from 1x going up to the maximum 100x. To a certain zoom range, the iPhone 15 Pro Max is still able to hold up. 25x the maximum magnification for the iPhone and 100 the maximum for the Vivo, and the Samsung, with the Vivo still giving you this extra detail, extra sharpness in this crazy 100 zoom shot. This is the 3x version optical on all phones. Again, the results are similar. This is the 10x shot on all three phones, and again a very well pronounced bokeh on the Vivo. This is a 10x shot on all phones. It's really getting soft on the S24 Ultra and the iPhone 15 Pro Max. This is a 20x shot, very good job on the S24 Ultra and the Vivo, and getting even more softer on the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Let's start with 1x here. In this scenario, the iPhone 15 Pro Max and the Galaxy S24 Ultra did a bad job with the sky, and the Vivo X100 Ultra is giving us the best result. This is the 3x shot on all phones, again coming out with this crazy bokeh on the Vivo, and this is the 10x shot on all phones, very acceptable results from all three. And now let's talk about low light and night photography. In this shot, the Vivo X100 Ultra has again some problems with the auto white balance, just looking not so natural. S24 Ultra and the 15 Pro Max did a better job here, although the sky on the iPhone and on the S24 Ultra is not the best. This shot here is very equalized, and it seems that Samsung are trying to improve the issues they had with exposing of the sky, although when you check the lights on the shop, it seems that the S24 Ultra still overexposes a bit. It's the same situation with the iPhone 15 Pro Max. The Vivo X100 Ultra gives the most balanced shot here, but again it has a yellowish tint. The more the light goes away, the more red tint I have with the Vivo X100 Ultra shots, and this here is the most extreme example. The S24 Ultra did the best job here, the iPhone 15 Pro Max overexposed the subject in the center, and the Vivo X100 Ultra is just so red it doesn't look great. Those are some zoom shots with low light, again showcasing the power of the Vivo X100 Ultra telecamera. And in this low light shot, the Vivo decided to turn the night into a day, having a bit more balanced outputs on the S24 Ultra and the 15 Pro Max. More low light sample here, and you can check how clear the Vivo X100 Ultra shot is. A zoom shot with low light, a lot of noise on the S24 Ultra and the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and a good exposure on the Vivo X100 Ultra. In this shot here, the iPhone and the Galaxy are overexposing the highlights a bit, giving us the most balanced output again with the Vivo. Pay attention to the tiles here, a lot of detail, a very good shot from the Vivo, but again some yellowish tint with the white balance. A very equalized shot again with a different treat on the white balance. Another night shot that is very equalized, and another night shot where the iPhone and the Samsung are not able to control the exposure the way the Vivo does. This was my camera comparison. I really put a lot of efforts and I hope that you have liked it. The general observations are that the Vivo X100 Ultra is very capable, so it delivers one of the best portrait shots I've ever seen on the phone, and it's also very capable with zoom shots. Shots up to 15x are very usable, even sometimes up to 20x. Also, I've noticed some problems with the front camera video. This is the typical Chinese phone scenario. The control of the dynamic range is not so good, and also some issues with the tints. I have sometimes yellowish tints and sometimes red tints, but things like this are usually not a big issue. They can be fixed with updates, or you can of course always shoot RAW and just adjust the level of the white balance the way you want. So in general, all these three phones are able to deliver some stunning shots, with the Vivo X100 Ultra being on top for zoom and for portrait shots. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you like videos like this, don't forget to support the channel. Stay safe, VST over, and bye.